Hello, welcome to game 2 of my match against Minionpawn in the No Terminals mix. They won the first game. It was a pretty fast game. It only took about 10 minutes. So I would like to hit 5 here. I'm thinking about opening silver experiments. I can also consider opening double experiments and getting like a banish off fairly quickly. Populate is amazing here. So that's also something to build to. You get an upgrade a couple silvers into experiments, a couple states into silvers, and try to draw a deck with experiments. You'd need, I guess, 2. I think I just have to banish 2 estates here. I think that's too good to pass up. If you have extra buys, you don't really have extra buys in your populate turn, but there's no extra buys in this kingdom. So you populate like once, maybe once or twice, maybe just once, and then you start provincing. Okay, that's 6, and I will get myself an upgrade now. So I have in my deck 9 money, 7 coppers, and a silver. So I'm going to pick up 2 experiments here. I'm going to pick up 2 experiments here. I'm going to upgrade, hopefully upgrade a estate into a silver, and then I'll have 11 money in the deck, and if I can draw 10 of it, I can populate and then start greening. The Storyteller's not actually going to be super great, but I can always kill that with upgrade into a gold or something. There aren't any 4 costs, otherwise you could... Well, I wonder if you can upgrade Destriers into duchies for extra payload. You have to gain a couple of cards in the turn. It doesn't seem impossible. So I can either get a second upgrade now, a Seer, just more experiments. Seems fine. I don't think I'm close to drawing deck, but I don't think I can possibly hit 10 here, but I can hit like a bank or a gold, just to give me a little bit more payload to get to the 10 to get that first populate. We're rapidly reaching the point where there's not time to populate. You've just got a province. They picked up a Destrier on one of these turns. Yeah, they had 5 and were able to get a Destrier. I hadn't played my upgrade on the turn. I had 5, so I couldn't do that piece. I assume they're going to get a bank here. Have they played their upgrade more times than me? They played their upgrade once more. They got it a bit earlier, so that makes sense. Okay, so that needed to be a silver, I decided. And that's 8. And guess I'm getting a bank. The bottom card was an experiment. Yeah, so if the experiment was a bottom deck, I would have been able to play it and populate there. So that was pretty unlucky. So likely they're going to win the game because of that, although I am able to respond with my own populate here. So there's still some stuff going on. Now decks are a lot bigger and the draw order matters, where you see your apothecary and your cartographer and your storyteller and stuff. But there's still a lot of treasures in these decks. So if you see like your apothecary near the top and draw a couple coppers, you can do pretty good work. Yeah, really on this turn here, if my experiment wasn't the last card of my deck, I play it and draw the silver that I gained and a copper, and I hit 10 instead of 8. And populate, and I'm a turn ahead of where I am right now. And that's with a clean shuffle as well. This is a dirty shuffle still. And they seem to have drawn most of their good stuff here. Yeah, they're able to draw deck, and they're going to go to the province here pretty easily. I guess Storyteller, you're okay kind of wasting your coppers during the middle of the turn because you get the coins back with bank at the end. So now the question is, can either of us get off any kind of upgrade shenanigans where we upgrade a rat catcher into experiments and then upgrade a Destrier into duchy? So I'm going to try to avoid playing my Ratcatcher if possible to keep that option open for me. There's also Storyteller. You can use Storyteller, Cartographer, Chariot Race Cartographer, or Chariot Race Apothecary to almost guarantee, yeah, they're able to top deck a 5 cost. Probably should have put the bank on top, but if you can do that, if you can align those cards correctly, then you can potentially get Chariot Race points almost guaranteed. If you can top deck a 6, 7, 8 cost, chances are it's going to be a winner. And again, they're just about a half a turn ahead right now. They've essentially stolen first player advantage from me at this point. And we will be trading. I'm not quite sure what they're undoing. Trading provinces. Not sure why they even played unless their bank was bottom decked. It was a little bit awkward. Okay, so I'm going to play the Apothecary. I've got a Destrier on top. So I will Chariot Race that. Seer, I guess, also has the same effect. So they picked up a province. Okay, so I've got 2 upgrades in this deck, right? So I can upgrade Ratcatcher. Oh, you can also upgrade Bank into province. That's quite nice. Play the Cartographer. I do want to draw most of these things. Actually, I'm gonna discard the province. Can I avoid playing? Yeah, I can avoid playing the Storyteller this turn, the Experiment this turn. So I'll discard. That seems fine. Yeah, so I can actually just play that, and then I'm calling upgrade. I screwed that up badly. Top deck the province, Destrier into Duchy. Problem is their Ratcatcher's off their mat, so they can do that same business on their turn now that they've seen it. But top decking the province was especially bad because that's my chance to top deck it here to block Chariot Race. So I should have just wasted an Experiment there or counted my money, but they're playing fast, so I'm playing fast today. Yeah, the other thing is your Chariot Race has got to be fairly close to the top of your deck, although with Seer, Cartographer, Apothecary, you've got 3 different ways to top deck it. So there's pretty good chances you're going to be able to top deck it, top deck something good. But there's always the chance your Apothecary draws you 3 copper or something like that. They didn't call their Ratcatcher. Oh, they played their Ratcatcher. Interesting. See, that seems like a mistake to me. Because now if we trade provinces, I have the extra duchy, and I should be able to win as many Chariot Races as they win on average. Destrier into bank. That seems. Do they have multiple bank into province? Okay. I can believe it. I don't actually need my bank to province. They have more treasures they just want to play. I have a lot of coppers in my deck, so I don't necessarily need my bank to province. But if they province here, I can double province and win, so I assume they're going to buy a duchy. Yeah, okay. I'm going to lead on the Apothecary. Put the province on top. I think I'm going to put the province on top. I've got a bank down there, and this just makes my Seer draw a ton. Experiment. Going to kind of fish for the Chariot Race. Draw that next with my Experiments, and then I've got the upgrade, which is a decent chance to hit. Okay. Okay. So Storyteller, Copper, draws deck. So I've got enough money. I can upgrade Bank into Province. I can also upgrade, kill some coppers, and populate again. I think that's just too. I can upgrade. I can't upgrade Bank into Province. I can't really gain a province here. I just got to gain one province and then buy a duchy and hope that somehow they can't double. I probably, yeah, I guess I needed to play it that way. Not a great draw for Apothecary, certainly. And the experiments have gone for both of our decks. I think I used all of mine that last turn. So maybe the other decks are going to draw much, much worse at this point. We'll see. Like if they have a Chariot Race in hand and that's their only draw, what do? Do you put the Seer on top and then the Province and then you play Chariot Race? No. That's tough. They draw the Seer now, so they can guarantee they draw the free silver. But the other draw cards that they have are not in the range now that the experiments have run. So these decks have gotten a lot worse in the last 2 turns. So yeah, they have only the 1 silver. I can actually believe I should have populated again rather than the first province, and then I can do the gain and play tricks with Destrier to bank to province multiple turns in a row, and be more reliable. Lead on Cartographer. Ouch. Lead on Apothecary. Okay. Buy a Duchy. I bottom decked a whole bunch of really good cards, so hopefully, yeah, I mean, 3 cards I desperately wanted to see this year, the Storyteller and the Chariot Race. I couldn't find that last turn, but I've got them now. So if they can't double province, I'm still got a little bit of a chance. I no longer have any 6 costs or 7 costs to upgrade, so that makes it a little bit tougher. But if we trade, if they buy a Duchy, then I buy a Duchy, then they buy a Duchy, then we start in on the estates. Actually, at that point, you just you don't start in on the estates because I'm up by 1. I populate again probably, and then do the upgrade. Try to do upgrade tricks. They still have a bank in their deck, which I do not have, because they upgraded a Destrier into a bank. Ouch, but they should be able to draw, and their Chariot Race is almost certainly going to hit the way they draw if they have another draw card in hand. Normally, like if you had almost any other draw card, you put Chariot Race, then Province on top of the deck. But I can also believe you put Seer, Duchy, Province, Chariot Race. You draw if you draw 1, you draw the Seer, and then you draw the Duchy with the Seer picking up the. Okay, so they have Province into bank. So now if they Duchy, they're in pretty good shape to win. Because I can't gain 2 things in a turn. Their Destrier is only worth 5 because they gained a card already, which is nice. So I won, or I didn't lose a race there, I guess is the best way to put that. So they now have an upgrade in hand. Their top card, they've got a Destrier and upgrade. Duchy? They're upgrading something into gold? Gaining an estate. Okay, play the seer. It's a little bit gross. Okay. I'm gonna upgrade this upgrade into a gold, I guess, as I need to try to hit province. Okay, I have 1. Can't really do much with 1. It's not super easy for them to hit province either, but they also have a gold. Did they pick that up last turn? Yeah. So if they can hit duchy, this just seems tough to get stuff working. I have a province on top, which is not great for my next turn, but it's at least good for blocking chariot races. I don't think they have enough money left in their deck. It's a province after playing a gold to Storyteller. There's 6 coppers left, a couple of silvers. Seems pretty unlikely. They've still got cartographer, apothecary, upgrade. They still have another upgrade. They trashed 1 upgrade. And then, 3 provinces, 3 duchies. 4 is not my favorite number here. I'm not quite sure if I've had 2 provinces, I would consider banishing. I'm just going to pick up another chariot race. Potentially win some chariot races here. Yeah, they got another gold. So if they don't have to spend both golds drawing with Storyteller. They only got 1 Storyteller, as I said. Maybe it made sense to populate again a second time early. And then you're a turn behind on provincing, but you've got 3 upgrades at that point, so you can do multiple upgrade tricks. And you've got multiple destriers, so you can do that a couple turns in a row. And you should be more reliable to draw because your seers or your storytellers have more things to see. Okay. I'm going to put the upgrade on top. Discard both these. Try to win a chariot race here. Draw with that silver. This is a bad storyteller play, but I kind of have to do something. And I'm going to gain another chariot race. I think I'm just strictly lost here. I think I'm kind of spinning my wheels and not doing much, and they're going to hit province soon. They're just that half turn ahead. They chose to upgrade their destrier into bank into province, which maybe makes more sense than what I did. Yeah, but I don't know. I had that really unlucky turn where I bottom decked. If I didn't bottom deck the experiment, I get my populate off early. Other than that, we played pretty closely, and they maybe optimized a little bit better after the populate. So they're up 2-0.